Hey y'all, it's Sherry and this is Country Couponing Chicks, and it is Saturday, and I usually like to make a nice bowl of soup on Saturday. So today I already have a pound of sausage cooking in my Dutch oven, and I'm just going to continue browning this. I've also chopped up some onions. My sweet friend Cindy got me this at Goodwill last weekend or weekend before last, and I have chopped up a medium onion, and it makes the onions the perfect little cube size. So I'm just going to put that right in there, and we are going to continue to brown this until it is completely cooked through, and then we'll add in our other ingredients. Alright, so I have my sausage completely cooked with about a medium diced onions. Now I'm just using regular breakfast sausage, but if you want to use ground Italian sausage, that is fine. This is just a recipe that I made up of Italian bean soup the way that I like it, so you can do this pretty much the whole thing any way you want to. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn this back on just a little. Alright, and I'm going to put in a couple tablespoons of minced garlic. I love garlic. I am growing garlic in my garden. I cannot hardly wait for that. So I'm going to go ahead and get that stirred around and get this back to warming just a little bit. I haven't put in any seasonings yet. I haven't put any salt and pepper or anything in this yet. And I am going to be using some of the things that we have canned this week. I'm going to use 2 pint-sized cans of the Great Northern beans that we canned, and also a jar of my beautiful carrots. And I'm going to go ahead, now these just came out of the refrigerator because I put them in the refrigerator last night when I brought them up. I don't know why I stuck them in the refrigerator, but they are a little bit cold. So I'm going to dig the beans out of here. Now this is a pint size. It's a little bit bigger than what a jar of beans would be, or a metal can of beans would be. Okay, so I'm just going to start with one a pint size. The recipe that I saw with the chicken broth actually called for 4 cans of Great Northern beans, so I don't think it's going to take that much. And just to get some liquid in here, I'm going to go ahead and add a can of crushed tomatoes, because I think Italian soup should have tomatoes in it and not just chicken broth. Although we did can our pinto beans, or our Great Northern beans, in chicken broth. Now I have a can of my beautiful, beautiful carrots, and they did not lose any of their color. They smell delicious. They actually smell so much more like fresh carrots than they do coming out of the can. I'm going to drain these, and then I'm going to put this can of carrots in. And we're going to see how many of these pint-sized cans of beans I think we need. Alright. Now I also have some spinach, kale, any kind of green that you want in your soup you can add. And I'm going to see about a half of this. Now this is just some frozen spinach. Okay, I'm going to see how far this goes. And if you guys have watched my videos before, you know I pretty much don't go by a recipe. I just kind of cook the way it feels good to me. So right now we're just kind of dumping. And that is one good thing about having all of these canned vegetables and meat on hand, is you pretty much can just dump everything in and go. As long as you cook your canned vegetables and things for about 10 minutes and you canned it properly, you should be perfectly fine. I know that I myself am leery of pressure canning, but I am learning. I'm getting better about it, and we're going to just learn together. So here I have a can. This is a 46-ounce can of Red Gold just tomato juice. And I'm going to put this whole thing in, because if I'm going to make soup, I want to make an entire pot of soup. And a lot of times what I do when I have leftovers, which I usually do, I have quart-size freezer containers that I purchased at Amazon. And I will freeze the leftovers in these quart-size freezer containers, and then anytime I'm wanting soup during the week, if I'm in a hurry, then I can just let that thaw out the night before and warm it up in the microwave, and you have homemade soup, okay? Now you can also can it, but I haven't got that far yet. So we're just gonna stay right where we're at and just can a few things at a time and see how that goes. Okay, I don't know if I think I need another can of pinto beans or not. I keep saying pinto. These are Great Northern. These are the white. These are the white Great Northern beans. Okay, I'm going to let this all cook for just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add in some spices. Let me see if I can find my Italian seasoning over here. What did I have? Garlic. So let's go ahead and add in some garlic. Once again, don't measure. I just do it as it feels right. Let's see what we have. Here we have some parsley. Let's go ahead and throw in some parsley. Parsley is good in anything. It kind of gives it just a little bit of a fresh flavor. I do love parsley. Okay, we have some onion powder. All right. Little extra onion in there. That's good to go. Let's see where my Italian is. It may be up in my cabinet. Okay, let me reach back here and grab my Italian seasoning. Okay, right here we have the Italian seasoning. I'm going to put quite a bit of this in there, probably a couple tablespoons actually. I can always go back and add more if I need to. And then I have black pepper. Okay, I love black pepper, but this is something you want to taste before you keep adding that. And then some salt. Everything should be a little bit salted, so I'm not going to add a whole lot of salt. All right, let me get a bigger spoon here. Let me get my wooden spoon so I can stir this up. Okay, now all I want to do now is heat this through until all the flavors are melded together. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? It's a beautiful soup. I can see the chunks of the carrots and the sausage and the beans, and I can also see the spinach. You can use fresh spinach, just whatever you like in there. Okay. Okay. I think it looks delicious. I think that's good. I don't even think I'm gonna add any more beans. I think it's good. All right, you guys, this is it. This is my soups on Saturday soup. This is what I'm calling Italian sausage bean soup. Now you can find many other recipes for it on Pinterest and other places, but this is my recipe and I'm just doing it the way that I want to do it. And you guys feel free to do it however you want to do it. But yeah, make sure that you share your recipes with us or share your pictures with us. If you make any homemade soup, I might end up adding, as I keep talking and keep stirring, I might end up adding the other can of beans. I've already opened them, so I might as well put them in. Okay. Maybe I'll start with half a jar. I just don't want too many beans. Sorry. Y'all thought you were gone, didn't you? All right. Yes, I think a half a jar. Yes, I think that'll be perfect. That's much better. Now I can really see the beans. And as you can tell, I will definitely have leftover because it's just me and Danny and my granddaughter probably that will be eating. So I think this will be perfect and I will have some leftovers also. All right, you guys have a great rest of your Saturday and we will see you back here soon. Bye, y'all.